I'm home now. I've just come back from a holiday in Scotland where I was helping a friend. Basically, we were working with a group of people in Scotland, artists, staying in a lodge, and I'm coming outside into my garden because it is really warm. It's October, but it's really warm and everything has grown massively. I'm going to come through. As you can see, my garden has become very overgrown, but we can get our way through here. And I'm taking you to my Japanese rowan tree because I did actually film an introduction when I was in Scotland, but it was so very, very windy. That tree in Scotland had red berries. Oh, welcome to Art and Nature Diaries. I'm here in Oldshoremore Lodge, Oldshoremore, Scotland, right at the top, Cape Wrath. And in this room there are maps of the area on the walls, which is really useful. So I'm with a group of people and we're going out each day, sketching and drawing as the weather permits it. It can change just like that, the weather. It's amazing. So the group that I'm with are all going out now. We're going to go out and paint, and it's not raining, so that's good. It's windy outside, so I'm not sure how much film I can actually do without it disturbing the filming, because it's very very windy, even with a mic that has one of these lovely cat things on it, covers. So let's see what we can get up to. We're actually being asked to paint or look at rock, so there's plenty of ancient rock in this part of Scotland. It's necessary to get all togged up for working outside, and I'm going to be studying this rock wall. The light here is so different compared to the south of England, in the sense that it's a northern light, so it's very clear and there's a certain quality about it where the colours are really shining out. It's different, it's very bright, very sort of, well, a northern light, so it's diffused, so it's good for observing the colours. The idea for today is that we paint water, and there's plenty of it here. Decided to sit here and look down the loch, but just at this bit of water here with some rocks in it, partly because it's narrowing down what I'm viewing because it's just such an expansive space. I don't really feel I can cope with drawing it all, so I'm just going to focus down on a local area to where I'm sitting. It is just so beautiful. Come back. It is stunning here, but in working with the landscape, it's so important to actually be in it and to walk in it and swim in it. Then what you take in comes out again. That's for me anyway. It's in these vast open spaces, just full of colour, crammed with colour, that I expand out and feel one with the land. I mean, it is absolutely stunning here. The colours are absolutely stunning. There is the group of people that I am walking with, and yeah. Just wanted to show you the depth of field. So we're going to the coast, but I just wanted to show you the depth of field. Just stunning. So I'm standing in a spot where I am. I have an immediate relationship to these beautiful grasses and to the weight of the solidity of this rock. And we are able then to have a relationship reaching out into the far distance to these beautiful mountains and clouds. Actually, it's filled with air, this space, and it's the same air that fills my very lungs. I breathe with it. It's an animated experience. In a painting or drawing, you could be looking for the foreground, middle ground, background, but there's actually a totality in this link, this connection. It is actually one space. When I look across here to the sea, to the Atlantic Ocean, that is a very vast space. And now these elements are coming together so strongly with the rock, the water and the air. How powerful they are. What a combination. So we've come back to this little fishing cottage to have some soup. But this is the view. Oh my goodness. The river comes out into this sea loch. This dwelling seems very attractive. To be able to take my walking boots off and to then come into the shelter, out of the elements, out of that powerful landscape, just to have a sense of self in my own small form. Sketchbooks are great for colour moods, and here is a rather what would be regarded as an overworked sketch, but they're also good for exploring and searching. There's a little bit of frustration in this sketch, but I'm trying to get closer to expressing what I experience in the land on a very windy, wet, rainy day, looking out towards the sea. There'll be plenty here for me to take home and work from. This picture depicts the grasses and the lightness of the air and a flock of birds. I really needed to stay another week because I was using all these different mediums and exploring ways of using them in order to capture what I was seeing and experiencing through my senses. It was playful, and that was so much more fun than worrying about technique or what is my style. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have had an amazing time here in West Sutherland. I really look forward to coming back again, maybe earlier on in the year, but this October season has been fantastic. And I'm very excited to see how things are in my home, in the garden and here, but also to reflect on where I've been. So I would like to show you my suitcase here that I'm still unpacking. There are some sketches in there, and I would like to enter into this particular sketch and have a glimpse of a bit of a journey that I did in Scotland. Wild Geese by Mary Oliver. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert, repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, the mountains, and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over announcing your place in the family of things.